I guess they don't all have a Chivo. That's fine. So we're going to go into Touchstone Trouble, which apparently is probably going to, yep. I was like, this is going to introduce new mechanics. Alright, so we just have 2 settings that this can be in. 2 settings that can be in. I think those are the only 2 movables. But let's get a nice swing and pan around this place. Just to see what we like. Man, so personally, I feel like for a game like this, there's definitely going to be lots of room for me to just kind of like chit-chat about random stuff, because it's not like an especially intense game. Like, you know, there's not a lot of really intense gameplay going on. There's got to be more in this little room. Oh, I guess now I should probably adjust the other thing. But so I feel like there's a high chance that maybe... Ooh. Key, interesting. Well, we'll have to see where a door is. But this, for me, has been a really good year for Nintendo. I was kind of... Oh, but you can't bring the key. Okay. Cannot bring the key through that. Oh, and I see where the key door is. It's right there. Beautiful. What I got through? So, this for me has been a really good year for Nintendo, I think. Like, lately, I've just been, like, so impressed with Nintendo, and I know a lot of people quite possibly haven't been, like, super impressed with Nintendo these last few years, because they're like, oh, the Wii U was kind of a bust, like, it wasn't the most amazing system that Nintendo had ever promised, because they did promise, I will admit, they did promise one hell of a system. Okay, so we need to be in that little alcove when it goes. Cool, gotcha. So yeah, it's like Nintendo did kind of promise a pretty excellent system, and maybe it was the system that Arkham wanted, not the system we deserved or whatever. But I just can't get over, like, how much joy I personally... Oh, we were in the right spot already. How much joy I personally have gotten out of the Wii U in these last few years. I've bought, like, basically every freaking game for this thing. Somebody at work pointed that out to me the other day. They were, one of my coworkers was talking about how they're like, oh yeah, I'm getting a Wii U. Like, me and my girlfriend really wanted it. And they were like, but is there any good games for it? And of course, I piped in with my opinions, and I was like, oh yeah, I was like, the games for the Wii U were absolutely fantastic. I was like, I mean, I don't particularly have them all, but I do have a few of them. And then somebody I work with is like, John, Trackdar, that's right, John, he was like, John, you have bought like every blue box, Bleeding Heart, Cleared Course, in 3 touches. Oh, I can do that. I gotta go back and do that. But he was like, John, you have bought every blue box, Bleeding Heart Nintendo fanboy game there is in the last year, except for maybe the Super Mario 3D World style games. And I was like, oh my gosh, he's totally right. I have totally gotten like every single game out there that is like in that blue box, like Super Mario, like Mario Kart 8, Captain Toad Treasure Brigade, Hyrule Warriors. I can't even, like, Super Mario 3D Land. I just got them all, and he was absolutely correct in his analysis, and it made me kind of feel like, oh my gosh. By the way, maybe, so the checkmark objective isn't even there when you first start. I guess that's interesting to me. Oh, and they're bringing back, are these touchies? Oh yeah, they're touchies. I just wanted to make sure. By the way, I don't know if there is a possibility, I think that when I look at those... Oh, that's not connected. Okay. But this is connected. Is this connected to anything, or is it just a coin? A place to hide from that angry bird? But, I don't know, I was kind of curious, I'll have to check it out in the recording, if my voice kind of like trails in and out when I'm hitting the touch things. Because obviously when I do that, I'm looking down at the touch screen, and I'm not looking... Oh, I probably should have saved that turnip so I could kick the ass out of these Shy Guys, and now I've ruined any chance I ever had at ass kicking of Shy Guys. Let's see. Oh, I didn't mean to kill that guy. Oh, that's a ladder. I was like, oh shit. I seriously thought I had just like completely effed myself. I was like, that wasn't supposed to be no ladder. There we go. Oh, beautiful. And we just need to get that down, and we're good to go. Oh, but, I mean, I just realized I was in such a hurry to get all that. Okay, so there's a diamond. I have 0 diamonds right now. That's not good. I figured out the mystery. I, for some reason, didn't even attempt to do a massive amount of exploring in this little secondary cave. I don't know why I just kind of ignored this little secondary cave, but I did. And then I was like, oh, there's like a little secondary cave right here. And if you mess around in the little secondary cave, there's stuff to do, including get a little 10 mushroom piece. I noticed, by the way, too, I have not got an extra life yet, but more importantly, in this little secondary cave, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, maybe I am mistaken. I was like, there's a extra little tunnel in here, but apparently there's not. I seriously am in love with, like, the camera panning mysteries going on right now. I didn't even notice that if you pan the camera a little bit this way, you see that this goes straight through. What I was trying to find a few seconds ago was a place where it connected through possibly that other little cave to this thing, and then I figured that would allow you to finish up the level here, but instead it was more of a puzzle like this. And I'm seriously having such a great time right now with all of these, like, little just camera panning mystery puzzles. But it appears there's one diamond that I am short, so let me track that down really quick. Ooh, we got a 1-up mushroom right there when I plucked this flower, but that got me no closer to that last diamond. I'm just gonna finish out the level right now, and then I think that maybe coming back here with a fresh perspective might help me get that last thing. I think it's gonna happen. Well, you know what? I had to go back here anyways to get the last thing. You can open up the manual from the home menu. So yeah, I have to defeat all the enemies anyway. So that works out great. Oh, if you defeat both Shy Guys, you get a diamond. Okay, I appreciate that. Oh, dang it. I had actually figured that it had something to do with defeating the enemies, just because that was kind of the only thing in my head that I was like, what did I not do here? And then it just occurred to me, I was like, I guess I didn't beat the enemies, so that is probably what happened that caused me to not successfully get my thing. And sure enough, as it turns out, it's because I had wasted a couple turnips before I realized that defeating all the enemies was an objective. I really like that they kind of make you go back and redo every level, but it doesn't feel like a bad thing. So I defeated all the enemies, right? Unless there was like a hidden enemy. Yep. Cool. Alright. Well, I think that I accidentally went into that level again. What I was really about to say was, so I think that this has been a nice little fun jaunt today, and I'm gonna have a little bit of fun every day solving a few more puzzles in Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, aka Captain Toad Treasure Brigade, because I think that's a way better name. This has been Trackdar. Thank you for watching. What is bonus? What even is this book called Bonus? It's an important announcement for me that Super Mario 3D World save data has been detected. Oh. Okay, so that's what that does. What? No way. Okay, sorry, I know that I was just about to say that I was done, but is all of Super Mario 3D World in this game? Or, I mean, obviously you have to own Super Mario 3D World, and you are Captain Toad, so you can't jump, and you can't... So... Does this... I guess it's just kind of like a... for fun thing, it looks like, because... Like, how would I even get these items? Oh, I touched them. Duh. Interesting. Now I'll never get this mushroom because I let it get away from me. But it looks like this is kind of just a, it's kind of meaningless. Like, I'm curious if they just did this kind of for, like, a joyful jaunt, because it doesn't appear that there's anything that I can do here other than just explore, but that is still pretty neat to me. That you can just come here and just kind of like play around as Captain Toad. Maybe, I mean, it is, I guess, possibly kind of like a fun way to pick up 1-ups and all that jazz. I don't know. This is really neat, though. It's kind of like a neat little addition to be like, hey, there's more that you can do. By the way, you may have noticed, so you can just make shit blow up. You can't see my touch screen here, but you can just seriously sit around. Oh, you can't beat Goombas like that. That makes sense that you can't just squash Goombas to their death, but you can also reveal coins by touching them with your hand and stuff. It's really neat that they have all these, like, functionality things that involve the touchscreen here, and kind of like combining the world of Super Mario 3D World with the world of Captain Toad Treasure Brigade. I am really... whoa. Ooh, it's just a coin circle. Okay, I was like, something really cool is happening here, but then I was like, nah. nothing really cool is happening here. Just something nominally cool is happening here because you can touch the coin circles. I'm really curious. I'm gonna kind of, I think, go through this whole level here because I just want to know if there's anything that I can, like, do to change the outcome of this game now that I know that you can just randomly explore the Sprixie Kingdom. By the way, I should mention I never knew that it was called the Sprixie Kingdom before. I knew that there was pixies in it, possibly called Sprixies. I mean, it never occurred to me that they were anything but pixies. I always just called them fairies, but I guess they were Sprixies all along. I don't know. So here's my conclusion here about this. Obviously, there's a gold mushroom here, and that's worth 50 coins, but outside of just collecting a bunch of coins and kind of like getting a one-up here and there, I think that this is more of an area that strikes me as kind of like just for fun, which is okay. I think that's kind of neat that they were like, hey, we've got all this map data, so we'll make a little bit of extra exploration, and apparently there's green stars at the end of every one of these levels, but I feel like it would be redundant for me to show all these levels on camera since I have already played Super Mario 3D World on my channel. But hey, if you want to go back and enjoy some Super Mario 3D World music, and I collected the gold mushrooms, so these are levels as well. Interesting. Should I show these levels? I guess say in the comments if you want me to show these levels in their entirety. It's kind of weird to me that they even have them here, but it's cool. And I haven't even unlocked Contour Canyon yet. You need 35 gems for that. No more false endings. There's the start, there's the bonus. I just did the first 4 levels and the bonus. This has been Trackdar. Thank you for watching.